Good morning, boys and girls. I just took my boys to school. I got guys out here working, doing some landscaping work, so you might hear some noise. And that's some of what we're going to talk about today. There's so much noise in the world. By the way, why do car horns have to sound so angry? They trigger this thing in me, like the person, maybe they just, hey, the light turned green, so I'm just giving you a little nudge so that you're reminded to do that. There's so much noise in our world, though. And I just saw this study I'm going to get into in a second. Have you ever heard someone ask or use the expression, are you a thermostat or a thermometer? And what is meant by that? Well, what it means basically, think of your house or your home, your apartment, wherever you live. Most of us live in a community or a home that has a thermostat, a heating cooling system. If a blizzard were to blow through your home all of a sudden, what's going to happen? The thermostat's going to kick in the heating system and work hard to bring that back to wherever you set it. And that's what thermostats do. Thermometers check temperature, and that's all they do. And some of us are living our lives. I've been caught in this at times in my life where we're just kind of keeping track of the temperature and going with the flow of that. But we have to be thermostats where we can bring ourselves back in hard times, where maybe a moment gets too heated, so to speak. We can cool that down with a thermostat or bring things back. I'm guilty of some of these problems at times in my life, but if we try hard to have this thermostat to control things and bring things back, then we can live a more centered, controlled life that's more consistently in what Tony Robbins would call a beautiful state. Another thing, as I get into the study, I heard yesterday this study came out that said that Americans are among the most stressed and worried and angry people in the world. And this may be going out to anybody in the world, not just Americans, but we all experience this, whether we're in America or not. Stress is one of those things. They did this study that 55% of Americans on the regular throughout most of their day are stressed. And of that also group of 1,000 people, 45% are worried for much of the day and 22% are angry. We're talking about 1 in 4 people are very angry at times throughout the day consistently. And not to mention over half stressed and nearly half worried. So anger, worry, stress are plaguing our society day in and day out. And we have this scarcity mentality too. We get up thinking I didn't have enough sleep and go to bed thinking I didn't get enough done. There's never enough. And we have to get to a place where there's enough. So I'm going to talk to you about a couple things real fast about how we can get there. First of all, center your day. Start your day right. Get up just a little bit earlier. There's some guided meditations you can do on YouTube. Some people say don't touch your phone, and I think that means phone calls, texts, emails, all that kind of thing. But if you're going to use YouTube, fine, maybe use your phone or some other device. But there's guided meditation. I just did one this morning with positive energy. Do some exercise. Get yourself right first to start your day. If you take 20 minutes, if you take an hour, find a thing that you can do consistently to do that. And I've worked hard to get to a place where I can do these things pretty consistently, and I know you can too. Another thing is be grateful. I just took my boys to school. They're at about the top of the list of things I'm grateful for. Not to mention all the things we take for granted. What about running water, electricity? Like our ancestors, what would they give to have this in their world? Just the running water. They had to go dig wells and carry water. And some people in the world still do this. It's one of the things, if you're in America or part of the developed world, be grateful to be in the developed world. We have all these things. We have thermostats to keep our temperature right. I could go on and on, my friends. I just want to take these things to heart as we start a weekend and get ready for the best day of the week in a couple days, which is Monday. Love you. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.